You're listening to Pod Radio.
Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer. Pride Month is currently celebrated each year in June. The LGBTQ plus Pride flag of South Africa is a pride flag that aims to reflect the freedom and diversity of South Africa and build pride in being an LGBTQ South African. Being a teenager is tough. Being a lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or queer questioning teenager is much more than just tough. It can be dangerous. At a time in one's development when conformity is the rule, LGBTQ youth are often ostracized or bullied. They can even be victims of violence of their differences. In this era of people being woke, it seems that there should be a call out for all inclusivity. Yet, the challenges faced by LGBTQ teens continues. In this week's podcast, our Hattie hosts will share their opinion on the challenges faced by LGBTQ teens. They will also share some ideas on how to handle these challenges and share some advice on being your true self, regardless of what others might say, and how to approach your parents about this topic.
Hey guys! So the challenges that teens who are part of the LGBTQ community might face is a lack of acceptance from some family members, bullying or being overlooked simply because they are deemed as different or weird, and troubles with identity due to traditional norms. To tackle these challenges, teens can try to fall back on their family members or friends that accept them for who they are and try to stay positive by not paying attention to the negativity of others and by being proud of who they are. Surrounding themselves with people who accept and love them as they are can also really help with being their true selves. Some tips to approach their parents is by being firm and honest with their parents. It might seem scary at first, but as long as they have the confidence to approach their parents and they know that they fully accept themselves, they shouldn't be ashamed of what they like or simply because society finds fault in what they might like, and to know that as long as they know that they are okay with themselves, they shouldn't feel ashamed with approaching their parents because they did their part and the rest is up to their parents.
Hello my queers and allies. As LGBTQ teens, we face a lot in our day-to-day life. Whether it's harassment, being cast out by family or friends, and in worst case scenarios, being beaten or sexually assaulted. As horrible as it is, something you can do to be safe is to always have a friend to protect you. And if you can't, try being in public spaces. Another thing is, try to find other queer friends or allies who you can talk to. When it comes to approaching your parents, the advice I can give to you is to always have a place to go if ever it doesn't work out. As much as we like to think that everything will go okay, not all these stories have a happy ending. Maybe also try exposing your parents to queer shows and movies to get them used to the idea of queer people existing. This is a message to all transgender kids. I know how hard life is, and going through life feeling like you shouldn't exist is so much worse. But you have so much life left to live. Yes, it's hard now, but it does get better. And before you do anything drastic, talk to someone. All lives matter.
Hey guys, it's your girl Shika here. So here's some challenges that are faced by the LGBTQ plus teens. So firstly, the bullying and discrimination against them. The fact that it is hard to find someone who actually likes them and not just try to be funny and play with their feelings. Also, when people are not educated enough about the topic and just want to make a joke out of the whole thing. Here are some tips on how to handle those challenges. Just ignore what people have to say and not think too much about it. Focus on yourself and don't worry if you don't have a partner right now. The right one will come eventually. Try and avoid people who are not educated enough about the whole topic, and because what they might say might just make you doubt yourself. You can be your true self by accepting your character and embracing who you are. Accept the fact that you are unique in your own special way, and remember that being different is always unique. Tips to approach your parents about your sexuality are by sitting them down and telling them in a calm way. Try and explain to them how you feel and make them understand your feelings. And tell them to look at it in your point of view. And remember, things will get better with time, and your family and friends will adjust to the fact about your sexuality, and they will eventually start to understand you, and things will just fall into place and become much more easier.
Hey guys, it's your girl and Hattie. Hope everyone is having an amazing day. Shout out. The 3 challenges that the LGBTQ plus teens face is social stigma regarding their sexuality choices and identities. Stigma which can be identified as discrimination, harassment, and family rejection. Some suggestions in handling these challenges is to try and make people aware that being part of the LGBTQ plus community is not a disgrace, but a way of people expressing themselves in their sexuality that they feel comfortable in. You can be true to yourself by accepting yourself and your sexuality regardless of what other people might think or say about you and your sexuality. Some tips to approach your parents are to make them aware about the LGBTQ plus community, educate them. Even though it might be a sensitive issue, sitting down with them and speaking to them about the matter, but as time goes, it will be easier for you and for them.
And that's a wrap, guys. I hope you've enjoyed our podcast on challenges faced by LGBTQ plus teens. Tune in again next week for our podcast on what motivates artists to study. Bye!